Without self belief and confidence, we can't achieve anything that we want to. Because until and unless we don't believe in ourselves and we aren't confident about what we are doing, we won't be able to take those actions and climb through those challenges. There are many tips and tactics that we can hear about building confidence, becoming more self believing. But until and unless we don't understand these concepts to the fullest, we cannot achieve these things and we cannot achieve success. So that's what we'll do in this video. We will understand what self-belief and confidence actually are. We can go on and talk about confidence, self-belief and so much more. But until and unless we don't understand these terms properly, we don't understand what they mean, we won't be able to bring them into our lives and achieve the success we desire. In my book, Explore the New You, I have also covered these concepts in part 3, that is known as Dream, Believe and Achieve. So this is where I had discussed about what we can do to imbibe self-belief, self-confidence and let go of our inhibitions and fears so that we can get ready to take action and strive towards success. So buy this book right now. The link would be in the description below so you can understand these concepts even more deeply and understand them more properly. So now let's just dive in and first understand the key term that defines all of this, and it is belief. We need to understand what a belief means, and even though it is very complicated and you may think that these are so many things attached to it, it is very simple. A belief is just something we consider to be true. It's as simple as that. It's just something that we consider to be true. Now that we know what belief means and we have this simple definition in our mind, let's attach the word self to it. Self-belief means you have the thought that you are capable of doing something, that you are capable of achieving many things. So self-belief means considering the fact that you are capable, you can achieve things and that you have limitless potential to be true. This is what self-belief simply means. And now, so I have also included this anecdote and this concept in my book, and it is very important for us to understand what is the difference between a belief and a truth. These are two very different things. A belief can turn into a truth, but a truth cannot be turned into belief. So there are universal beliefs and universal truths. How can we differentiate them? It is very simple. Do you believe that countries exist? Obviously we do. I am in India right now. You may be watching from the US, UK, Brazil, so many different countries. We believe that countries are true. They define borders. There are so many different things that separate one region from another. This is something we consider to be true. But if we actually remove all those man-made borders, what do we have? We just have one simple large landmass on earth. Countries cease to exist when there are no borders. So the idea of a country and the idea of a separate nation is actually just a belief. Yes, it may sound so different and it may sound so, unconventional, right? We're always told that countries exist, that you are in the US, these are the different countries. But actually they are just a single belief, they are just a simple belief. And what is a universal truth? Water exists. We all can feel water, whether you're in the US, you're in Brazil, whatever nation you are in. You know that water exists, you drink water, you use it to bath, you do so many different things with water. We know that humans exist, giraffes exist, hens lay eggs while dogs give birth. Dogs don't lay eggs. These are universal truths. When we understand the difference between these two terms, we can clarify a lot of different things. So, first of all, now that we know what is the difference between a universal truth and a belief, we can go on to attach it to ourselves. Let us understand this through a very simple example that we all can relate to. In many schools, in many countries, a very common problem that children are diagnosed with is dyslexia. It is that those children learn in a different way. The universal truth is that that child has dyslexia. That child cannot learn in the normal way that we consider to be like the normal teaching method. But it is not a truth. It is just a belief that that child cannot learn and cannot succeed in school and other places. I personally know many examples. Like, I was once taking a Skillshare class just a few days ago on writing, and through that, the person who was taking it, Jesse Forrest, he shared the fact that in his high school exams, he was on the verge of failing in English and he was diagnosed with dyslexia. But now he is one of Australia's top copywriters. Can you imagine? So that is the skill. Dyslexia is the truth. It is there. It exists. But the belief, the thought, something we consider to be true, that people with dyslexia cannot learn and cannot succeed, is a belief, and that is not a truth. These two things will seem closely related, but once we are able to define them separately, once we are able to define them clearly, that's when we can see the truth properly, and that's when we can see the beliefs properly. This is how self-belief is formed. So one thing that I want to tell you, whether you're suffering from a medical condition, a mental condition, or if you're going through a low time, don't think that that thing is the truth of your life. It may be just a phase, it may be just a thing, but it does not limit you. You have ultimate potential, you have limitless potential to create an impact on the world, and I know that you can do it. I can do it. Each one of us can do it. That's what we are learning through these videos, right? The videos I'm making is just for that, because we all have that limitless potential, and now we are learning how to tap into it. So this is what self-belief is: considering and believing that you have that limitless potential and that you can do anything you want. That is where confidence starts to rise from. That is when you learn new things. That is when you take on new challenges, and that you define yourself clearly and you let your limitless potential turn into reality. It is as simple as that. Now, the thing is that beliefs can change. Beliefs and thoughts can change. And that is what we need to do with ourselves. There may be some fears, self-doubt, whatever it is, and those are just negative limiting beliefs we have. Once we learn how to break them and how to replace them with good beliefs, it will be very simple to achieve the success we desire. I also give this point in my book and this example. So let's think that there's a person named Mike, and he has just found a great website which offers massive discounts on e-commerce and new things. He starts buying from there and he gets things at a very low price. He is happy. He shares that with his friends, and he believes that that company is the best e-commerce company because it offers so low prices. It is a belief. He believes, he considers that to be true. Now, he starts to notice that his inbox and his email is being filled with so many spam and so many emails from unknown emailers he isn't subscribed to. He asks his friends that if they are facing this kind of issue, and they also say that yes, we are also seeing so many spams in our emails. And the people who say that are the ones who shopped from the same website Mike recommended. That's when Mike realized that the company was offering massive discounts, but it was selling user data and it was giving emails to companies and other emailers so that they could spam. They were selling that data, and that's when Mike came to know that he stopped using that service and unsubscribed from all those unwanted email lists. His belief changed. He now considered the company to be fraudulent and that the company was untrustworthy. Do you see how it changed from believing that the company was the best to believing that the company isn't good at all? That is how beliefs change. So if you have the thought that, oh no, I'm not good enough, or that I can't make videos, or that I can't write, those are just beliefs that you have, and you can change them. You can turn them into positive ones and use them to upskill your potential and to grow more. So that is what we will understand in more upcoming videos. This video was more about understanding what these concepts of self-belief and confidence mean. So once you have self-belief, once you have those beliefs in place, you will be confident, you will know what you are doing, and you will be able to achieve the success you desire. So in the next video, we will understand how we can become more confident and more self-believing. And now what I want you to do is first buy my book Explore the New You and read about these chapters. Read this part 3. Read this and understand what is written there so that we can be more prepared and we can engage better in our communication through these videos. And another thing that I want you to do is share your thoughts in the comments below and tell me what you think your limiting beliefs may be. Whatever it is, just share that. Be vulnerable, be open, and we will create a community that is inspiring, that leads, and that makes this world a better place. So let's rock together, let's make this world a better place, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much.